There we go. Welcome to the webinar. So today we're going to make some amazing beverages. Welcome to the show. My name is Teemu Arina. I'm one of the curators of Biohacker Summit and organizers of that event, as well as author of the Biohacker's Handbook, which, by the way, is on discount on our Black Friday or Black Week deals at biohackercenter.com. And here in studio I have also Veronica.
Hello, and thank you, Teemu, for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome always. So Veronica is going to help me here a little bit here on the, DJ some pretty good beverages. So please write on the YouTube chat how you're doing. Today we're going to be jumping into some nice different beverages. One of them is going to be an upgraded coffee. Then we're going to do an upgraded cacao, and then an upgraded matcha latte, as well as an upgraded berry drink or antioxidant-rich drink. These are all hot beverages, and I've been, of course, making these kind of fat-based, bulletproof style coffees for a long time, but I started experimenting on different additional things in there. And if you're going to drink that beverage anyway, why not just optimize it a little bit, or any beverage for the matter of the fact. So for example, if we talk about cacao, hot cacao is, ceremonial cacao, or just like a typical raw cacao, or just regular cacao. There's so much that you can do in terms of optimizing that drink, also in terms of taste and nutrient content and effect and bioavailability, and there's a lot of things. So we're going to go through a couple of our favorites, and I recommend you to take a look at biohackercenter.com. We have our Black Week sale, products up to 60% off. There is all the supplements and everything. We ship internationally, globally, and we ship from Europe, from a couple of different locations. So on the discounts this week, we have, for example, things that support your gut health. There's tests for optimizing your gut health. There is beauty products. So we have, for example, the Biohackers after sauna or ice bath cream for the face. So if you do a lot of ice bathing and sauna this winter, check out some of those products. There's other functional cosmetics there as well, for example, for skin wounds or rashes. There is massage oil, there's body scrub oils. These are great for both men and women, and they're based on natural ingredients from nature, wild, pure ingredients. And then we have things to upgrade your performance, things to upgrade and optimize your immune system, as well as things to upgrade your coffee habits, which we're going to talk about today, and other beverages, and also ways to upgrade your sleep, as well as different new products for longevity, including molecular hydrogen, spermidine, etc. So there is a lot of exciting things at biohackercenter.com. But we're going to spend this webinar talking about different hot beverages, and we're going to make them here live with Veronica. We have a blender. Yay. And we have a bunch of products. So
awesome.
I would love to hear what is your favorite product and what beverages that you use. That would be lovely to hear. And without further ado, why don't you, Veronica, maybe tell me about your favorites? What do you usually do for the morning?
Well, maybe you know that I like to drink my electrolyte water first when I wake up, and meanwhile I prepare a nice cup of coffee. Some organic beans, I blend them, and then in the blender, when I have the coffee ready, I would put a little bit of MCT oil and organic butter and collagen, and I love to use some medicinal mushroom powders. Yeah, and I got inspired from you, and sometimes I put a little bit of some organ mix, but
Yeah, we're gonna
yeah.
we're gonna throw in today into our coffee some beef testicles. You could also use like any kind of organ extract. For example, Nordic Kings has amazing organ mix that has liver, kidney, and heart, and that works also nicely. So if you use a lot of meat in your ketogenic diet, probably you eat a lot of steak. So I recommend you highly to balance that out a little bit with some organ supplements. And actually coffee is a nice carrier for those things. Hamad is commenting, he likes black coffee with caramel milk. We're gonna make a completely different caramel drink today, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Niall, hello all. Hello, welcome. So who's excited to see beef testicles going into a coffee? And Veronica drinking it? Yeah, Veronica's already excited about the whole idea, so we're gonna do that for sure. One of my favorite tools to travel with to make coffee is the, yeah, here we go, the AeroPress. So AeroPress is, if I can have the lid also.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so I use a metal filter in this one. The metal filter is good if you use superfood coffees that have superfoods in it, not just coffee, so you get all the medicinal properties as well. If you use paper filter, you're going to filter out some of those compounds. So I recommend to use a metal filter for this. And the coffees we're going to use today are the not your average coffee. Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna show that. So basically we have the not your average limitless superfood coffee, and this one has MCT powder, Brazilian coffee, maca root, and collagen. So this is a very good, well-rounded thing for a morning drink. If you're going to the gym, you're gonna do some workout, I would recommend the Kickstarter Superfood Coffee. This one has also beetroot in it, and beetroot increases nitric oxide production, and it's good for exercise. And if you just like a chocolate, which also works nicely as a pre-workout, then the Choco Loco Superfood is one of our best sellers. This one has raw cacao and some lucuma and L-theanine in it. So L-theanine balances out the overstimulating effects of coffee. So I think we're gonna use the limitless superfood coffee for this one. That's Veronica's favorite. So biohackercenter.com. You can find some cool stuff there. Isabella from Poland, welcome. Welcome. I'm gonna open up the Not Your Average Limitless Superfood Coffee. It's amazing tasting coffee. The small roastery in Estonia makes these, and by hand. Really, really.
Ooh, there you go.
Potent, beautiful. So I'm gonna throw in one measure of coffee. Let's see how much we have here. So let's put just a little bit more based on experience. Here we go. So that's it.
May I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why would someone choose to use this kind of ready blend with different superfoods instead of just...
Well, you know, biohackers are lazy. You want to stack up things. You don't want to spend up time with 50 different boxes of things. So one bag is amazing. So let's bring on the hot water. And we need new spoons, by the way. These are all used. So Veronica is throwing in some of the water right there. Thank you. And then I'm gonna just stir it just quickly. You can also use like an espresso machine, take a double espresso, and then add some more water. That also works nicely. And one thing that I really like to use as a base instead of hot water is chaga tea. So chaga is a medicinal mushroom, and we actually do sell also chaga as an extract from Kappa Health, which is a Finnish company that produces amazing extracts. Actually, let's put more water in here. Just a little bit more. Yeah, more. Yeah, let's just fill it almost full. There we go, thanks. And to deal with this thing, when I put the lid on my blender, I also have a funnel here, which I'm gonna push through the top, so it's ready to be filtered. So you let the coffee stay. This is the inverted method, and what I like to do is, let it steep for a few minutes. And
so what is inverted method?
Yeah, inverted method it enables you to brew it like this. So if I would immediately turn it upside down, it would start dripping already into the cup. And I just like to use it this way to let it brew for a while there.
Okay.
My favorite too. Smells amazing. Yeah, this smells absolutely amazing. So let's go. Wanna push on it?
I can try.
So Veronica is gonna deal with the coffee brewing here using a hand method. That's a good exercise workout with that metal filter. It's not the easiest to push through for sure, but
goes well with my morning push-ups.
Yeah, absolutely. So Veronica does 100 morning push-ups, and the reason is because she actually drinks this coffee. So this is true story. She actually does 100 push-ups without breaks.
Älä.
Okay. Nice. If you want to maximize the taste of the coffee, just leave a little bit of a drip inside. Or you can just use the whole thing, and it's easier to clean up. It's just a little minor, small optimization to just leave a little bit there. Okay, we got that. Butter. So the next thing is butter. We're gonna use butter. Another option that I have here is the bone marrow fat. It's right there. So I have here Nordic King's bone marrow fat. So actually we're gonna make a pretty crazy drink. We're gonna use bone marrow. We're gonna use reindeer bone broth.
Oh my god.
Yes, and then we're gonna use the testicles and other things. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of bone marrow inside. Now everyone is thinking this guy is breaking all the rules in the book for coffee making. Italians are probably having a heart attack right now. And one or two tablespoons of butter. There we go.
Oh yeah. And what kind of butter would you recommend?
I would recommend unsalted or lightly salted grass-fed alpine butter, if possible. If no alpine available, you can also use you can use just whatever grass-fed stuff you have. And if you're a vegan, you can use ghee, but ghee might be a little bit greasy, so you may want to add a little bit of coconut cream or something like that in that type of drink as well. If you are a carnivore and you want to use ghee, then add some protein back in, use collagen, maybe even whey protein. In that way you get rid of the greasiness of just the ghee alone. But with butter you get this nice foamy, creamy thing. And the next thing is the MCT oil. So Belen is saying that I'm using Italian coffee maker. Maybe I'm losing some components because of the high temperature. Yeah, I mean, I like to use, in terms of coffee beans, I like to use medium roast beans. That's a nice balance between dark roast and light roast. Light roast might be the best option if you want to reduce some of the carcinogenic compounds that are produced in heating the beans. So you actually produce some, I think, heterocyclic amines and other things when you roast things. With hot temperature, of course, the extraction will be more effective. I don't know if it's going to be a big problem, actually, in the end, what you're describing. So I'm going to put some MCT oil. There's also C8 oil, which is the just the caprylic acid. This one has caprylic acid and capric acid. This is from Nordcode MCT oil, but there's different MCT oil manufacturers out there. There you go. So the next thing that we're going to do for this drink is mushrooms. We're going to use the Mighty Fungi Lion's Mane extract. This is the most amazing tasting lion's mane extract on the market. It tastes exactly like toffee or something like that, like it's caramel. This is the caramel drink, right? But now with mushrooms. It's absolutely amazing. Whoops, that's not like 1 teaspoon maybe is a good amount. So the next thing that goes in is actually Biomed's reindeer bone broth. We have this at discount right now on our store. So let me show you that one. So we have the wild crafted bone broth made out of reindeers. It's freeze dried, extremely powerful stuff. And we also have the lion's mane, and there's also 4 mushroom complex that has cordyceps, reishi, lion's mane, and chaga in it. And and we also, by the way, are going to put some lion's mane neuroliposome here. It's going to be on our store very soon as well at a discount. So check it out. So and we're going to use some Nordcode collagen for this drink specifically. So let's go on with the powders. So we're going to put the reindeer thing. If you're going to use like some kind of bone broth extract or so on, you may want to use some type of like spice mix, curcumin, chili, ginger, these kind of things. It really nicely balances it out. Like think of bone broth with spices. So it's a really nice combination also in coffee actually. I think we have the BCM95 curcumin here somewhere. Yes,
right
yeah,
here.
we have it here. So this is a curcumin extract, BCM95. So in that way we get some of that spiciness in there and add some antioxidants, some things to reduce inflammation as well.
What does that mean, BCM?
BCM95 is a specifically modified version of the curcumin compound to make it more bioavailable. So it's like kind of hit with lightsabers so that it becomes much more effective. And I'm going to throw in some of the lion's mane neuroliposome. So this has...
That's my favorite.
This is absolutely amazing. It has phosphatidylcholine. So it's like a nootropic blend also. It has sphingomyelin. It has cerebrosides. It has cardiolipin. Some phosphatoglycerin. And it also has omega oils, omega 3, 6, 7, 9, and vitamin D, and lion's mane as well. This is pretty amazing. My laptop is full of
It's going to take a hit today.
neurolipids right now. That's great. And then what are we missing? We're missing the testicles. So.
Are you sure?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
I beg you not.
Yeah, we're gonna throw some testicles in there. So who wants to see some testicles? I want to see some testicles. So many supplements, you can just open up the capsule and then use the insides on your drinks. And one way is to taste it a little bit.
What does it taste like?
This tastes like organs, like some. You want to taste some organs? Or you want to taste it in the coffee?
I think, I'm going to go
You want to go with the
coffee.
coffee. Actually, when you throw these organ things into your coffee, they will disappear in their taste. So even like liver capsules and so, they work just fine in coffee. Yeah, let's see what else. If you want to use any kind of sweetener, not that one. For sweetener, stevia is of course good, but if you use just stevia as it is, it can be a bit metallic in taste. So then I would add a little bit of like some actual sweetener, like just a little bit, like a little dropper. And dark tree syrups are good, like dark maple syrup, and my absolute favorite is actually this juniper syrup. So trees have all these oils that are extremely antifungal, antibacterial, and so on. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit of that in here, like not much. You can, I mean, if you are on a ketogenic diet, you don't want to add any, but this is what we're gonna do now. And for this kind of drink, you may also want to add, if you want to like make it really nutty, you could use the Ketola nougat kind of ketogenic nut butter.
Like a healthy Nutella, right?
Yeah, it's like a healthy Nutella. So I'm gonna throw some of that in here. There we go. So some kind of nut butter is nice. If you're worried about too much of omega-6 oils, then use macadamia nut butter. You know, there's many ways to deal with these things. And oh yeah, sorry, the collagen.
Can we add it like the last one and not blend it too much?
The collagen? Why?
Well, they explained in some of their article that it's good not to blend collagen because you break the structure and then you're not able to digest it.
Really?
So, only like adding in the end of the process.
That's a nice.
That's what I learned.
That's a nice addition. Let's do it that way. Okay, let's blend this bad boy up. And then we're gonna add some of the collagen in there. There we go. And then just a little bit of mixing.
Beautiful.
And the cup is right there. I'm going to pour some. This looks absolutely amazing. And you may want to decorate this a little bit.
What are we going to use?
We're going to use some vanilla. We're going to throw some vanilla here on top. And then...
smells like Christmas already.
Yeah, some cinnamon will add to the Christmas flavor, but also like help us balance out some of the blood sugar spikes if you did eat earlier today. And here I would actually also, just for the color and for the bang, I would add some of the curcumin also. So some BC and curcumin. That's like a really nice yellow tint. Unfortunately, we don't have like a close-up picture, but this looks absolutely amazing. I'll let Veronica taste it.
Okay. So this is beef testicle coffee.
Beef testicle coffee with reindeer bone broth, some bone marrow fat, some nut butters, and maybe some mushrooms. Are you ready?
Yeah, wish me luck.
Yeah. And the coffee we used is the Limitless Superfood coffee. How do you like it?
This is actually fantastic, Teemu.
Fantastic?
Yes.
Okay, let me try.
Much better than I thought. Very creamy. And there's this gentle, flavor of curcumin rounded by the butter. Beautiful.
Yeah, this is great. Cheers, guys.
Good job.
And girls, like, if you wanna like use, supplements, like, why don't you figure out what you do repeatedly, like coffee? Okay, let's use the coffee as the base, as the carrier, as the taxi driver of all this amazing nutrition into your body.
Right. A lot of people have problems taking regularly their vitamins and supplements, so this might be a perfect way how to get all the important nutrients in.
That's a really good one. So please let us know, would you take like some beef testicles in your coffee?
Aren't you just extreme?
Coffee looks fantastic. Yes, it does. So yeah, we used some North Code pure collagen in there. We used some of the coffees. We also have bedtime coffee, which is with decaf coffee and actually melatonin in it. One of these had theanine in it. Which one was it? It was the Choco Loco Superfood coffee has theanine. Actually, I have here. We forgot to put it in, but it's somewhere. You can also buy theanine as a powder. So I have some theanine in here, L-theanine. Why L-theanine? It balances out the overstimulating effects of coffee. So if you want to balance it out a little bit and not get too nervous by drinking too much coffee, like put theanine into your coffee. But the Choco Loco one has it already in it.
I have a question to you, Teemu, if you want to keep the pictures of coffee there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So why is it advised that people shouldn't buy commercial coffee, and why people should buy instead like really good quality organic, like this Limitless, by Not Your Average?
Yeah, well, most of the commercial coffee is basically made with mixed beans. So they don't collect the highest quality beans. They have like a mix of all kinds of stuff in that coffee. Because it's not the highest quality, it's more likely to be contaminated with mold. It also depends of the drying method. So you want to have like ideally water washed and light roasted, medium roasted. Dark roasted is nice for espresso, of course, but it has more of these carcinogenic compounds in it because of the roasting process. And also age is important. So the roasting date, like that would be ideal to optimize for. The storage, you don't want to buy like a huge bag that lasts for months because it's going to oxidize immediately when you open up the bag. So open up, get like smaller batches and that you're going to use within a week or something like this. And go for high altitude, less likely to have mold. Also volcanic rich soil, that's like organic produce is usually a good idea.
So any of these coffees that we can find in the stores, they don't do the lab testing for the molds and toxins, I suppose?
Yeah, and these guys, the companies we work with, they are neurotic about their coffee, as they should be.
Yeah.
As they should be. Yeah, so basically, Limitless Superfood Coffee, Nordcode Pure Collagen, the bone broth, neuroliposomes, the lion's mane. You can find these from our store at biohackercenter.com. We have the Black Week sale going on.
Can I ask you a question quickly?
Yes.
If you travel and you go, I know that you travel a lot and you go different places. Is there some coffee products that you take with you on your travels?
I do take London Adaptogenics instant coffees. They are also available for our Black Week discount deals from the store. So check out London Adaptogenics products. They used to call nootropics, but nootropics is not a word that can be used anymore in marketing. So it's called Adaptogenics. But basically, it's some of the highest quality and best tasting coffee with some of these superfoods. They have ginseng, they have CBD, they have ashwagandha, they have, what else they had, like something else there. Yeah, and some spices in there as well, I think so.
Yeah, I tried them myself and they're really good when you travel. Yeah, nice, thank you.
Cool, let's make the cacao drink. I'm already wired after the coffee, so where's our cacao?
We have it here. There you
Some
go.
Flow cacao right here. Flow cacao is pretty amazing. It has cacao powder, coconut milk powder, super maca, reishi, lion's mane, Ceylon cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, curcumin, and then some chocamin. Chocamin is a chocolate extract where it's basically all the phytochemicals of chocolate extracted and put into one. It's like when you drink 1 cup of this kind of cacao, it's like drinking 5 cups of cacao with all the anandamide and theobromine and all of that. So it's like a cacao on steroids. I would call this like an upgraded ceremonial cacao as well, because ceremonial cacao is like specific cacao beans that are selected by specialists, usually to be the most potent ones. So in a way, the chocamin is a hack that makes this freaking drink amazingly potent.
How does it make you feel?
It makes you super wired, and you may want to like add some. It's almost like amphetamine, actually. Yeah, the anandamide is like a bliss hormone, so it comes from the god Ananda, which is the god of bliss. So anandamide, it works in the brain pretty nicely. So we're gonna throw 2 tablespoons of flow cacao. It puts you in flow state. Who doesn't want to be in a flow state? For this one, we're also going to use Keto nut butter, this Nutella thing. Some couple of tablespoons.
Half of a jar.
some nutty flavor right there. We're actually going to make this into like a vegan kind of a version. So we're going to use, where's the coconut manna? It's right here.
This is manna.
Yeah. We're going to use coconut manna. What is coconut manna? It's coconut milk, MCT oil, and coconut powder, coconut oil, all of that in one. So it's just a quick way to put some creaminess. You can also use coconut cream, but this is a more, potent. Oh my. I did throw some of that right there. Oh, here we go. Nice one.
A good save.
What else? We want to put some, give me some mushroom extracts.
And what would you like to have?
The best mushroom extracts in the world
I have a
are
guess.
the Chinese or the American ones. No, not really. I'm joking. The Chinese ones, of course, you don't want to use because the contaminants. The American ones are of the mycelium based, so it's you get more sawdust than you get actual ingredients. If you want to have the best mushroom products and extracts, go to the northern part of the world. And here we have Kappa Health, which is a Finnish company. So we have lion's mane, which is great for increasing neural growth factors in the prefrontal cortex.
Say again?
So you're going to be like a super brain in no time. Already getting wired by the coffee, actually. So we're going to use some reishi also. Let's just throw everything in. Like we have some cordyceps here. So put some cordyceps.
So what is cordyceps good for?
Cordyceps is good for oxygen intake. Increases like 15 to 30% better oxygen intake. If you go to the gym, you're going to lift twice as much.
Let's have some of that.
Oh, you want to do that? Cool. Let's put some sweetener. Because cacao, you can also have it like as a bitter drink, but I just like to put a little bit of juniper syrup here.
Where do you get your juniper syrup?
I get juniper syrup from Estonia, actually. It's from Saaremaa, a small island where, Siimland lives there, actually. Maybe he makes it. I don't know.
Anything else?
Hot water. Let's throw some hot water.
Hot water.
So let us guys think. What do you think about our drink so far? That's it.
I think that's good.
That's good. And we're gonna blend it up.
All right, I can take that.
Nice. So that's our upgraded ceremonial cacao.
Oof.
And
It
the
looks
flow
thick.
cacao also added all the spices. If you don't have, flow cacao, but just cacao powder, then use like some kind of chai mix or glögg mix of spices, like some Indian spice mix is pretty nice. And we're gonna throw some of the vanilla here, and I'm actually also gonna put a little bit of the lion's mane, so a little bit of like toffee kind of caramel flavor from the mushrooms, and that's it.
So did you use 2 forms of lion's mane in this cacao?
Yeah, there's the liposomal.
Oh, then 3. I counted 3.
Where's the other ones?
Here.
Yeah, and this is not a liposomal. This is like a triple extract of alcohol and water and ultrasound extraction. And
So
this one is a double extract as well.
If people ask what's the difference between dry powder and tincture, what would you tell?
This is just with alcohol, and this is just completely hydrated version. So this is maybe a little bit easier to travel with,
Right.
easier to get to airplane with. So here we go. Try that out.
Thank you.
You like?
Oh my god. This is dream. You want to taste?
Is it a dream? Let's see how dream it is.
This is even better than the other one a while ago.
Yeah, we did one of these earlier, and this is really nice now.
You're getting better at this.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's really. You don't need to drink much of that, and you're gonna be like hyper wired.
Yeah, good for a slow Thursday.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So next up, we're gonna make a matcha. So I'm gonna ask you to like quickly clean up the blender.
I'll be right back.
And the cover was somewhere. Where did I put it?
Yeah, I have it here.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good. So Veronica is gonna go and clean up the blender. Let's talk about matcha a little bit. So why would you use more matcha in your life? So many people don't. It's usually like for people who don't drink coffee, they have a matcha. But I recommend you also to add matcha into your daily routine. Why? Because matcha is an extract of green tea where 1 cup equals, 10 times or 5 to 10 times of the amounts of polyphenols you would get from tea. From 1 single cup of green tea you get in a cup of matcha tea. And it's usually like high quality matcha is done in low temperature. You can see from the color that it preserves the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is 1 molecule difference from hemoglobin, the oxygen carrier in your bloodstream. And matcha, to me, is like one of those things that gives me focused attention without agitation. So if coffee or cacao feels sometimes a little bit like more nervous, matcha I think is maybe more balanced. And yeah, that's a really good one if you want to write or do some creative work. Yeah. Thank you, Belen, also for joining the chat. So the ingredients that we're going to use for our matcha are basically matcha plus some green powders. The green powders that we're going to use are not available on our store yet, but they're going to be one day. But this just gives you some ideas of how you could like upgrade your coffee drink. So what I would recommend people to use is some kind of green powder. This one here that I'm going to use, it has spirulina, it has wheatgrass, it has barley grass, it has alfalfa, it has kale, spinach, nettle, chlorella, and moringa. Why would you use these things? Like if you think of like a really nice green smoothie, if it's too bitter, you may want to add some ginger, or you may want to add some lemon or lime to balance it out. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to make a matcha latte, we're going to put some green powders, and then we're going to balance out the taste. So let's get on with it. I'm going to use this instant matcha latte mix with vanilla. So this has coconut cream powder, matcha, and do we have any spoons? Oh, nice, thank you. So I'm gonna put a couple of tablespoons. But actually, if you want to make matcha powder directly from matcha powder, if you can give me like some matcha powder right there, thank you. So 1 teaspoon per cup of matcha powder, and then you put coconut cream. But this one already has some of the creaminess in it. We're gonna use some of this cashew butter. Cashew is great, or almond butter is another one which is really nice on matcha latte. And maybe we add a little bit of coconut cream into this, although it had like the powdered version as well. And we're going to throw in some of the MCT oil for your ketone production. Here we go. So I have the green powders. Did I put them in? No, not yet.
Not yet.
So for the green powders, like one teaspoon is good. So 1 teaspoon of matcha, 1 teaspoon of green powders.
All right.
here we go for a good big cup. And I'm going to use some spruce sprout. We actually have spruce sprout here somewhere. I don't know if we sell it in our international store. It's right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually only in Finnish, but it's going to come there. So we're going to make spruce sprout powders available soon as well. Why? It gives like a really nice forestry, almost like a sauna kind of smell to it. And it has vitamin C in it. And for added vitamin C, we are going to use...
I got some lime for you.
Some limes. So we're going to use a lime. Half a lime is good. So I have some quarter pieces here. I'm going to squeeze those guys in. And now we just add hot water. And yeah, aim for a good, 200 milliliter cup or something. And then honey. Let's put some honey.
Oh no, where is
So for a matcha-based drink, I think the syrups are good. I don't think stevia is very good. But if you want to add a little bit of sweetener, I would recommend honey for this particular drink.
This looks
It's like any kind of green smoothie, like a little bit of lemon, a little bit of honey will balance it out. If you're a crazy ketogenic person, like you can add a little bit of stevia and a little bit of honey. That will also work. But stevia alone is going to be quite metallic. Oh, you wanna lick it? Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I need the blender cover.
Ta-da!
Here we go. And let's blend it. Cup. You could also add some mushroom extracts there. It's going to work also pretty nicely. And here we go. That looks amazing. Perfect.
Wow, what a color.
It's really incredible.
It looks like spinach smoothie, but I'm sure it doesn't taste like one.
Yes, a little bit of like the green powders on top to decorate. A little bit of spruce sprouts to give it like a forestry flavor. And we also have here blue spirulina, which is quite a special find. We don't sell this, but I got some from Costa Rica, and here we go. It just adds a little nice color there, spirulina color.
Now it's spirulinized.
Spirulinized, yes. Here you go.
Thank
Your
you, Teemu.
amazing matcha latte. Go ahead. How do you like it?
Oh my god, it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You're not on the image.
I was gonna take it from you.
Or you're gonna run away with it.
Yes.
Mm.
I love it.
That's really nice. Yeah. The lime really makes a big difference in this drink. Imagine if there would be no vitamin C or no lime, like it would be a bit like...
Yeah, it doesn't work. And that's why most of the
matchas are just horrible tasting. Or too little matcha, it tastes just like oat milk.
Yeah, I never really liked matcha from the, coffee stores.
Yeah, if you use oat milk, like I recommend you to consider stopping because it's actually like liquid glucose.
Like a Coke, right?
Yeah, it's like a Coke drink. Like it will spike your blood sugar, and you're gonna be like hyper, but then angry later. I don't like the combination of coffee and oat milk. It just feels too like wired, and then you're hungry again. So use coconut milk or use butter or bone marrow.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Nice one.
I was just gonna say that thanks to you, I was introduced to this really nice beverage earlier in the year, and I started to drink more matcha because before I really hated it.
Yeah.
But this one tastes exquisite.
Yeah, if you hate something, there's always a way to figure out how to make it actually taste great.
Yeah, I can't stop drinking it. It's so good.
Niall asked, what about almond milk? Almond milk is good. Yeah, but not like the almond water that they like most of these like store room temperature ready like almond milk, cashew like milk. It's not really a milk even. It's more like water with some added stuff. Like there's probably 2% of almonds in it, so not much. So if you have almonds, make your own. If you have cashew, make your own, or get like a really nice cashew paste or almond paste and use that instead of that crap, and just put water in it, and you have much better stuff than any of the ready-made milks on the store. Yeah, if you wanna, like, I mean, every day, you know, we're gonna repeat certain patterns and behaviors. We're gonna drink coffee. We're gonna drink stuff like a tea. It's a good opportunity to upgrade it. It's a good opportunity to optimize it and make it, you know, carry more things into your body. And to be honest with you, like all those store milks, if you look at the ingredient list, like ask yourself, like, do you really want to take this?
So what are the ingredients? Do you mean the seed oils and the fact that there is the glucose?
Yeah, there is added sugar in them sometimes, and there is seed oils. Yeah, there is like sunflower seed oil often. There's canola oil, like stuff like that. Like, why do you want to drink that in your coffee? Like, no way.
So the healthy replacement would be the coconut milk or cream.
Yeah,
as you said.
And even better, just use the use the nut butters. If you're crazy about omega-6 and you don't want to have too much omega-6 from nut butters, then use macadamia nut butter. Macadamia is the only nut that has omega-3 oils.
Interesting.
Great.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you find this interesting, like go to biohackercenter.com and get some of those cool products that help you to upgrade your coffee habits and cacao habits and whatever habits you have. Biohackercenter.com. We have 60% discount up to in the store. We don't actually need to clean that much. I'm gonna use it just as it is. It will be fine. There's not much in it. Just gonna pour the rest out, and we're gonna make now a berry drink. So this is something that probably no one does, but we're gonna do it. And you are gonna do it. So get some really high quality berry powders. This is a mix of blueberry powder, lingonberry powder, aronia berry powder, sea buckthorn berry powder. What else do we have here?
Maybe raspberry?
Raspberry powder. Raspberry powder. And there is actually some probiotics on this one also.
Excellent.
And there is carpalo. That is...
Lingonberry, right?
No, that's cranberry. Cranberry.
So there's both cranberry and lingonberry.
So this is a ready mix that has all of these from Finland. It's not yet on our international store, but it's gonna be soon. But just as a heads up.
Ooh.
So we have all the berry powders. If you want to make your own, like buy these powders separate from your favorite producer and then mix them up. So 2 big tablespoons. And for this one, actually the coconut manna works real nice. Also extra virgin coconut oil. I get out. And I'm gonna throw some of that in here.
Looks fantastic.
Some vanilla would be also good, so I'm actually gonna use cashew butter. Also almond butter would work for this one as well. So this one is cashew butter with some...
There is kokosmanna too, right?
There's a little bit of coconut manna and also some vanilla in this one. I think that's it, right?
You happy?
Yeah, you could put some MCT oil. Yeah, I'm gonna put some coconut cream. With coconut cream, look at the ingredient list that there is no like carrageenan or like whatever coagulation agents. I think Santa Maria rich cream is quite well available internationally, and that usually is like 100%.
Something like this?
Yeah, this one is like 100%, if I remember correctly. They don't add any of this. Yeah, there's only coconut cream in this one. Like, check out the ingredient list. Not all of them are perfect. And then we're gonna throw in some of the water. Again, aiming for like 200 milliliters. Yeah, we can put also some MCT oil from Nordcode, some C8 and C10. And then we're gonna blend it up. There we go. And let's pour it up. Many people use these berry powders on morning porridge or something like this, or some chia pudding or something like this. But here's another idea for you, to use it as a hot drink. And the antioxidants in the berry powders will protect them from oxidization. So that's why you can like blend it up and use hot water also. It's fine. And I'm gonna put some lingonberry powder on top. Give it a real nice color. And some vanilla. There we go. And I let you.
Do I even dare?
Yeah, your shirt is perfect for this drink.
Oh, yeah. I'm feeling spoiled.
Go ahead. You like it?
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
We didn't add any sweeteners in this one.
And I love that it's warm.
It really doesn't need any sweeteners. Because of the berry powders, they have a little bit of sweetener, and it's a bit acidic also.
And very refreshing, even though it's warm, and it's interesting combination. Refreshing and warm at the same time.
So, wow.
Wow.
That was amazing. A couple of other hot drinks you may want to consider. One of them is like a curcumin latte. So using curcuma and ginger, and use those. There you may want to like also use. I think butter works for it pretty well. Also, the reindeer bone broth works in it very well. Collagen works very well. Coconut cream works okay. MCT oil, all of that. That's a good one for a curcumin latte. And maybe a beetroot latte. So you can use beetroot. Looks almost the same like this, but it's made of beetroots. That would be a good pre-workout. For beetroot, it's really cool to combine it with cacao. And coffee also works nicely. So that's why we have this Kickstarter superfood coffee from Not Your Average Coffee.
Which is also matching my shirt.
It fits you perfectly. So, yeah, please go and check out biohackercenter.com. We have products on discount. There's blue light blocking glasses. There is there's all kinds of cool stuff in the store actually beyond these nutritional supplements. There's also supplements in pill form for longevity, for sleep, for general health, and there's some technologies as well and tools, including red lights and all that. So check out biohackercenter.com. By the way, for females, we also have the female version of the blue light blocking glasses available right now, so you should definitely check it out. All right. I wish you a amazing time in kitchen, considering how you can like take your daily beverages to the next level. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration how to do it, and maybe a couple of new hot beverages that you haven't tried before to try out. Maybe you will also like matcha latte after, throwing green powders and lime juice in it.
I don't doubt that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, and stay healthy, stay optimized. With Veronica, we're gonna keep on drinking some good beverages here and getting ready for the holidays and travels. Thank you, Niall. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Belen. Thanks, guys, for being active on the chat. And see you next time.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.